Good morning, students of class 5. Students, I hope all of you are well and in a cheerful mood. Students, today I'll be continuing with poem number 3, Paper Boats, composed by Rabindranath Tagore. So please take out your Wordsworth English reader book and English notebooks. As I write on the board, you also write with me. Please turn to page number 60 of your Wordsworth English reader book, and remember that today I'll be revising exercise A of comprehension and starting with the question answers. So please remember that you have to write the questions in black ink pen or gel pen and the answers in blue gel pen. And after each answer, please draw a parting line. Students, before starting the exercises of comprehension, I would like to recite the poem once again for you. Paper Boats by Rabindranath Tagore. Day by day, I float my paper boats, one by one, down the running stream. In big black letters, I write my name on them and the name of the village where I live. I hope that someone in some strange land will find them and know who I am. I load my little boats with surely flower from our garden and hope that these blooms of the dawn will be carried safely to land in the night. I launch my paper boats and look up into the sky and see the little clouds setting the while bulging sails. I know not what playmate of mine in the sky sends them down the air to race with my boats. When night comes, I bury my face in my arms and dream that my paper boats float on and on under the midnight stars. The fairies of sleep are sailing in them, and the legends their baskets full of dreams. Students, have already explained the poet in my last videos. Now today I'll once again read the word meanings for you, and then I'll start with the exercise of comprehension. Students, the first new word of the poem is running. Running means flowing. Water flows. It's also known as running water. बेटा बहने, बहने को हम flows बोलते हैं, बहते पानी को हम running water भी बोलते हैं. The second word is strange, and strange means foreign, unknown, something which is not known to us. So strange, foreign, strange, foreign. And please remember that you write the spelling of foreign correctly. I've often noticed children making mistake in the spelling of foreign. The spelling of foreign is F-O-R-E-I-G-N. Remember that E will come before and I will come after E. So F-O-R-E-I-G-N, foreign. The third word is load. Load means to fill. Load means to fill. In this poem, the poet fills the paper boats with surely flowers. The poet, he fills his paper boat with surely flowers. So, loads means to fill. Then the fourth word is blooms. Blooms means flowers. Blooms, flowers. Blooms means flowers. Then the fifth word is dawn. Dawn means early morning. And in my last video, I had explained the opposite antonym of dawn. What is the antonym of dawn? That is dusk. Beta, dawn का जो antonym है, dawn means early morning, and the antonym of dawn is dusk. Dawn beta early morning when the sun starts rising, जिसको हम हिंदी में बेटा भोर बोलते हैं. And the opposite of dawn is dusk, and dusk means evening time after the sun sets, when the bird starts returning back to their nest. The cattle, they start returning back to their sheds. So dawn का opposite dusk होता है. dawn बेटा early morning का time, and dusk जो शाम का, जिसको हिंदी में हम गोधूली बेला बोलते हैं, that is known as dusk. So you must know the antonym of dawn is dusk. Then students, the fifth word is launch. Launch means to set in motion, start. कोई भी चीज start होना. Launch means to set in motion. Then the next word is bulging. Bulging means swollen, फूला हुआ, सूजा हुआ, जिसको हम कहते हैं. Bulging means swollen. When you fill air in that small balloon, the balloon bulges up. वो air से क्या हो जाता है? Bulge हो जाता है, फूल जाता है. So bulging means swollen. Then students, the next word is playmate, friend, a mate with whom we play, and we generally play with our friends. So playmate means friend. Playmate means friends, and I'm sure all of you must be missing your playmates, as we are locked in our houses, not allowed to move out due to that deadly virus. So playmate means friend. Playmate means friends. You all must be missing your playmates, isn't it? Lot of things we are missing because of this deadly virus. We are locked inside our houses. We cannot move out. So it's better that you utilize this time for completing your work and improving your performance. Then students, the next word is bury. Bury is the ninth word. Bury means to hide. To hide. छिपा देना. Bury means to hide. छिपा देना. You must have noticed, especially the dogs, if they get a chapati, and at times they bury that chapati, they dig the land and bury that chapati in the land, so that later on when they are hungry they can eat it. They are hiding that chapati from other dogs. So bury means to hide, छिपा देना. Then the 10th word is lading. Lading means cargo of the boat, that place of the boat where goods are kept. बेटा cargo हम goods को बोलते हैं, सामान, वो place boat की जहाँ पे सामान रखते हैं. So that is known as cargo of the boat. And here in this poem, which goods are kept in the boat? The child, who's the poet who imagines himself as a child, he keeps the small shoely flowers in the boat. So lading means cargo of the boat. I hope the word meanings are clear to you. Students, now please write the poem, complete poem, paper boats, in your English notebook. After you write the poem, please write the word meanings, and after word meanings, please write the exercises of comprehension. Now I'll be writing exercise A of comprehension on the board. Please write with me. So comprehension, exercise A, that is choose the correct options to answer the following question. Please write the headings with black pen. Choose the correct options to answer the following questions. And please, after the heading, leave one line. Choose the correct options to answer the following question. After that, students, please write the first question, that is, where, leave a line after the heading, where does the poet float his paper boats? Where does the poet floats his paper boats? The answer will be the poet floats. Now remember that in the question does is there and does is in present tense. So here when we bring the verb float, we will be adding s. The poet floats. बेटा जब आपका सब्जेक्ट सिंगुलर होगा तो आपके वर्ब में क्या लग जाएगा? s. The poet floats his paper boats and the correct option is A, in the stream. In the stream. The poet floats his paper boats in the stream. The poet floats his paper boat in the stream. This is option A. The correct option is A. There were 4 options given: in the stream, in the river, in the ocean, in the sea, and the correct option is in the stream. The poet floats his paper boats in the stream. Please copy this in your English notebook. The poet floats his paper boats in the stream. All of you must have written. Now I start with the second question. The second question is, what does the poet write on his paper boats? What does the poet write on his paper boats? The correct option, there are 4 options. There are 4 options given. The first one is his mother's name. Second, his village name. Third, his own and his village name. Fourth, his friend's address. The correct answer option is C. Again, we will be copying from the question. The poet writes. We will be adding S because does is there. Does is in present tense. So we need to add S in the verb write. What are verbs? The action verbs. तो यहाँ पे बेटा the poet subject जो है singular है तो verb में क्या होगा? S लगेगा. The poet writes his own and his village name on his paper quotes. The poet writes his own and his village name on his paper boards. The poet writes his own and his village name on his paper boards. Option is here and we have found the answer on this. The poet writes his own and his village name on his paper boards. Now the third question. I'm going to erase this. What does the poet write on his paper boards? Answer. The poet writes his own and his village name on his paper boards. Because he wanted the person who receives the board should know that who the poet is and what is his address. Then students, question number 3. What is surely? What is surely? Answer. There are 4 options given. An animal, option A, an animal, option B, a type of flower, option C, a bird, option D, a village. So, the answer is option B. Surely, since we are starting the sentence, so S will be capital. Surely is a type of a flower. Surely is a type of a flower. What is surely? It's a type of a flower. What is surely? It's a type of a flower. What is surely? It's a type of a flower. Question 4. What does the poet see in the sky? What does the poet see in the sky? There are 4 options. A. Stars. B. The sun. C. Little clouds. And D. The rainbow. So what does the poet sees in the sky? It's option C. The poet, again does is there. So we'll be adding S to see. The poet sees little clouds in the sky. What does the poet see in the sky? Answer. The poet sees little cloud in the sky. What does the poet see in the sky? Answer. The poet sees little cloud in the sky. So students, these were the correct options of answer the following questions. Now, I'll be starting with answer the following questions. So please write this, and after this, draw a parting line and then continue with exercise B. Answer the following questions. Now, let's write the heading. Answer the following questions. Answer the following questions. I hope you'll be able to answer the questions if you have understood the poem. Now, the first question is, how does the poet write his name on the paper boards? We have read the poem and I'm sure all of you know the answer. How does the poet write his name on the paper boards? Can you all guess? Yes, in big black letters. So let's write the question first. How does the poet write his name on the paper boards? How does he write his name on the paper boards? The answer will be the poet writes his name in big black letters on the paper boards. Question. How does the poet writes his name on the paper boards? Answer. The poet writes his name in big black letters on the paper boards. Remember that your answer should always start with a capital letter and end with a full stop. So, question, how does the poet write his name on the paper boards? Answer, the poet writes his name in big black letters on the paper boards. Why does he write with big black letters? Because he wants the unknown person to know that who he is. He wants to reveal his identity in the unknown land to the unknown person. So, how does the poet write his name on paper boards? Answer, the poet writes his name in big black letters ताकि वो बेटा prominent रहे. Big black letters so that anyone can easily read. So the poet writes his name in big black letters on the paper boats. Please write this answer. The poet writes his name in big black letters on the paper boats. Now students, our next question. Question number 2. Question number 2 is, what does the poet hope about the blooms of the dawn? Now students, what do you mean by the blooms of the dawn? Here, the blooms of the dawn means the surely flowers. बेटा ये जो है, जो flowers, surely flowers है, ये dawn में ही bloom करते हैं. इसीलिए इनको क्या poet ने क्या कहा है? Blooms of the dawn. So what does the poet hope about the blooms of the dawn? The answer will be the poet hopes that the blooms of the dawn will be carried means those flowers, they will be carried safely to land in the night. In the night, when everybody sleeps, his boats, they will keep on sailing, and the blooms of the dawn, that are the surely flowers which he has loaded his boats, they will be carried safely to the unknown land. That's the foreign land in the night. So what does the poet hope about the blooms of the dawn? Answer: the poet hopes that the blooms of the dawn will be carried safely to land in the night. Night when everyone is sleeping, that time also the poet, he dreams that his boats are sailing and he has loaded his boats with surely flowers as a token of gift for the unknown person in the unknown land, so that that person who receives the boat can read his name which has been written in big black letters, and as a token of gift and love, he has loaded those boats with surely flowers, and surely flowers he has named them as blooms of the dawn, because surely flowers they bloom in the dawn. सुबह के भोर में बेटा वो flowers जो है वो bloom करते हैं. So the poet hopes. बेटा always remember in all these questions जहाँ में does आएगा, आपका अगर subject singular है तो verb में आपकी क्या लग जाएगा बेटा? S. The poet hopes that the blooms of the dawn will be carried safely. They'll be carried safely to land in the night. The poet hopes that the blooms of the dawn will be carried safely to land in the night. Question 2. What does the poet hope about the blooms of the dawn. Again I'm repeating, bloom of the dawn. बेटा blooms of the dawn किसको refer करता है? ये शूली flowers को refer करता है. Which the poet has loaded his paper boats as a token of gift and love for the unknown person in the unknown land. इसीलिए कहते हैं बेटा कि children, they are very innocent. They have a clear heart and a clear mind which is filled with love for everyone. So the answer will be, the poet hopes that the blooms of the dawn will be carried safely to land in the night. Students, that's all for today. Now the rest of the question and answers I'll be continuing in my next video. Students, please complete till answer question and answer 2 in your English notebook and start learning and revising as your unit tests are approaching. Thank you, students. Have a good day ahead.